Hi everyone, so today we are going to go ahead and graph using our graphing calculator. So let's go ahead and click on the y equals button. And our equation is negative x squared minus 13x plus 29. So remember, when you use a negative, you have to use the negative button, not the minus sign, which is right underneath the 3. Now we're going to go ahead and press graph. And we see that we only see part of our parabola. So here's the thing that we need to know. We do have to change our window, but let's think about whether you have a minimum or a maximum. Because your a value is -1, our parabola will be opening down. So we know we're looking for a maximum. So we do need to go a little bit higher for our y values. So when we change our window, let's go to window. And let's change the x minimum. Let's try negative 20. We'll go all the way to 20 because we're not sure exactly which direction. Let's change our scale by 5 for our x's. Our y minimum we're not that concerned about because we know we need to actually go taller. So our y maximum, let's make it to 50. And let's go ahead and change our scale to 5 again. Now we're going to go ahead and press graph. And we do see the other x-intercept, but we still have to go a little bit taller. So let's go ahead and go back to my window. And let's make our y maximum. Let's make it 80. And press graph again. There we go. So now we do see our vertex. We see our two x-intercepts or our zeros. So now we want to go ahead and find each of those values. So when we find our zeros, we're going to go ahead and press second trace. And we're going to go down to option number 2. And then we're going to press enter. So we're going to start with the 0 that's on the left-hand side. Let's move our cursor all the way over. So we're about right there on our x-intercept. So we want to go a couple clicks to the left, press enter, and then a couple clicks to the right, and then press enter. And then when it says guess, we're going to press enter again. So there's one of our zeros, negative 14.94. or 941. So that's the left x-intercept. Now we're going to go ahead and repeat these steps for the right x-intercept. So let's go back to second trace, go down to option number 2. And then we're going to move our cursor all the way over to the right. We're going to go right about here. So we're going to go a couple clicks to the left, press enter. Then go a couple clicks to the right, press enter and guess again. And here's the next 0, which is 1.94 or 1.941. So there are our two zeros. Now we want to go ahead and find the vertex. So we know because our parabola opens down, we're going to have a maximum. So when we go to second trace, you're going to choose option number 4. If your parabola opened up, you have a minimum and you choose option number 3. So in this parabola, we're going to choose number 4. And again, go back, move that cursor right about where your vertex is. And then you're going to go a couple clicks to the left of that point, press enter. And for the right bound, again, go back to that vertex, go a couple clicks to the right, press enter. And when you're guessing, press enter again. And there is your maximum, your vertex. We're rounding about negative 6.5. And our y is 71.25. Now remember, if you want to ever find, let's say, your y-intercept, you can find it from the c value from your equation, but let's say you want to find some other points. Maybe you want a couple other points that are nice and accurate. You want to go to your table. So you're going to press second graph and get your table. So here you see your y-intercept. It's when your x is 0, so the y is 29. You've got another point here. You got 115. You have 2, -1. And again, if you want to go backwards, go to the left and towards the negative numbers, you got a couple of x values here as well. So you can go to your table. Now, let's say you want to graph a different equation and then your window, we changed a lot of the values, so you have to go ahead and reset your window. So how to reset your window? You're going to go to Zoom. And you're going to go down to option number 6. Option number 6 is that Z standard, and that's going to bring you back to the default of that -10 to +10. So kind of back at where we started, from -10 to +10, both for the X's and the Y's.